Welcome to my physics class. Today's class is for class 11. The chapter is motion in a straight line or one-dimensional motion. So motion in a straight line or one-dimensional motion, what does it mean? When a body moves in a straight path, moves in straight line, then its motion is known as straight line motion or one-dimensional motion. So to know this chapter, first we have to know what is rest. Rest means when a body does not change its position with respect to time, then it is said that body is at rest. What is motion? When a body changes its position with respect to time, then it is said that body in motion. Next we have to know reference frame. What is reference frame? The states of rest or motion are always studied with respect to some other body in the surrounding. This some other body provides the frame of reference. There are two frames of reference. One is inertial frame of reference, another one is non-inertial frame of reference. So first is inertial frame of reference and number two is non-inertial frame of reference. So what is the definition of inertial frame of reference? If two or more reference frames are at rest or in uniform motion related to one another, then they are called in inertial frame of reference. They are called as inertial frame of reference. And what is the definition of non-inertial frame of reference? If a reference frame is in an accelerated motion with respect to another frame, then they constitute a non-inertial frame of reference. You have to know all physical laws remain identical in inertial frame of reference. Now we will learn distance, displacement. Already you read in class 9, speed, velocity, acceleration, then three equations of motion. So first, what is distance? When a body changes its position, then the total path covered by the body. Suppose the initial position of the body is at A and finally it reaches to B, then the total path covered by the object or body is known as distance. And what is displacement? The shortest distance between the initial and the final position of the object is known as displacement. So what is the definition of displacement? The path traveled by the object to a particular direction is known as displacement. Here distance is scalar quantity, whereas displacement is vector quantity. Distance has a particular magnitude but not having a particular direction, whereas you see this is the direction along AB. This is the direction of the displacement. So displacement is a vector quantity. So we can denote displacement as is vector. We can symbolize as is vector. This symbol implies that it has a particular direction. Next, what will be the unit of distance and displacement? You know, in SI, unit of distance and displacement is meter, and in CGS, you know, it is centimeters. Both having same unit. Next, speed and velocity. What is the definition of speed? The total path covered by an object per unit time. The path covered per unit time is known as speed. So speed equals to distance divided by time, whereas velocity equals to displacement divided by time. The definition of velocity is that the path traveled by the object to a particular direction per unit time is known as velocity. So here speed is scalar quantity, whereas velocity is vector quantity. Next, unit. In SI, its unit is, you can form the unit distance by time, or for velocity displacement by time. Meter per second. Meter per second. In CGS, centimeter per second. Okay. Next, uniform speed. When an object covers equal distance in equal intervals of time. When an object covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, then the object is said that it is in uniform speed. Similarly, uniform velocity. When an object covers equal displacements in equal intervals of time, then the velocity of the object is known as uniform velocity. Similarly, non-uniform velocity. When an object covers unequal displacements in equal intervals of time, then the velocity is known as non-uniform velocity. Next, acceleration. The rate of change of velocity is known as acceleration. The acceleration equals to rate of increase in velocity is acceleration, v minus u by t. With increase in time, if velocity of the object increases, then it is known as acceleration. How can you calculate acceleration? Rate of increase in velocity. If you find rate of increase in velocity, then you can find the acceleration. So a equals to v minus u by t. Here u is the initial velocity of the object. In t time, its velocity increases to v. So increase in velocity is v minus u in t time divided by t. So rate of increase in velocity, that is per unit time. So what will be the unit of acceleration? Put the unit of velocity. Unit is meter per second by second. So this will be meter per second square. It is in SI form. So unit of acceleration is meter per second square in SI. In CGS, it will be centimeter per second square. So this is in SI, meter per second square in SI, and in CGS it is centimeter per second square. So these things already you read in class 9. Next, graphical representation. Graphically we have to explain the motion of the object, or from graph we have to calculate different things, means velocity, speed, acceleration, displacement, that have to find from the graph. So first, here suppose it is a displacement time graph. This particular graph shows like this. Here, along x direction it denotes time, and along y direction it is showing the displacement. And here see, the graph is parallel with the x-axis or time axis. With increasing time, you see displacement always constant. Let here the displacement is 10. Its unit, let it be meter, and the time is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is in second. So it is origin. So you see, at 0 second, the displacement is 10 meter. At 1 second, 10 meter, 2, 3, up to 5 second, its displacement showing 10 meters. So what does it mean? From there we can conclude that the body is at rest. With respect to time, time always increases. Time is not constant. Time is not fixed. Time is increasing, goes on, but you see the displacement remains same. It is constant. So body is at rest. This graph implies that body is at rest. Next graph, same displacement time graph. Number 2, second graph. S in meter, it is the direction of time. In second, it is the origin. Let the graph is like this. This is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in 1 second, let it be 5. Displacement is 5. 2 second 10. 3 second 15. 4 second 20. And at 5 second, when the time is 5 second, then its displacement 25. So what is happening? Here see, with increasing time, displacement increases. So here body is in motion. But what type of motion? Is it uniform motion or non-uniform motion? What is the definition of uniform motion? When an object covers a distance to a particular direction, means equal distances. When an object covers equal distances in equal intervals of time to a particular direction, then the motion is known as uniform motion, and the speed and the velocity is known as uniform velocity. So here 0 to 1 second means in 1 second duration the displacement is 5. Next 1 to 2, 1 second duration displacement 5. So in every 1 second interval, see the displacement is 5 meters. So we can say this motion is uniform motion. That is, the velocity, since it is displacement time graph, so the velocity is uniform velocity. So this graph is called uniform velocity. Uniform velocity. Okay, and from there, you know, equation of motion. What is the equation of motion? Y equals to mx plus c is equation of straight line. Y equal to mx plus c. Now we will learn about the equation of this motion. Here see, it is the straight line. The graph is straight line. Means obviously this graph satisfies this equation y equal to mx plus c, since c is 0 because this straight line passes through origin. So the equation is y equals to mx. You see, along x direction, suppose it is x, it is y. Along x direction, this one is time. Along y direction, it is displacement. So s equals to something constant into t. If you compare with y equal to mx, you see y means s, x means t. From this graph I am writing this. You see, it is v. This constant is v. So s equals to vt. Or reverse way, you know, for the constant velocity, v equals to s by t. So s equals to v into t. If we compare with the equation of straight line, which is y equal to mx plus c, especially here c equals to 0, so y equal to mx, then x means time, y means displacement, therefore the slope denotes the velocity. M is slope of the straight line. If you find the slope of the straight line from this graph, then you can find the velocity. Means velocity can be calculated from the slope of the straight line. You know the formula for the slope of the straight line. So y equal to mx. Here m means slope equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So what is this y2, y1, x2, x1? For a straight line, xy graph, let the coordinate of P point is x1, y1 and coordinate of Q point, that is the last point, it is x2, y2. Then the slope of this straight line will be this one is y2 minus y1 and this portion up to this it is x2 minus x1. So height by base from this right angle triangle, height by base defines the slope, that is m equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So from displacement time graph, if you find the slope, then this slope is the velocity of the object. So you can note down slope of displacement dash time, that is ST graph represent velocity. Okay. Next graph, velocity time graph number 3. Velocity in meter per second. If the graph is like this, it is the origin 1, 2, 3, let it be 4 up to 4 second, 10. So what does it imply? Here at 0 second means from the observation time, at 0 second the velocity is 10 meter per second. Time is increasing 1, 2, 3, 4. See, the velocities remain same, 10 meter per second. Means this graph represent uniform velocity. It is also this is the graph for uniform velocity. So we seen uniform velocity just before in displacement time graph. Here this uniform velocity graph in velocity time graph. So how can you find displacement from this graph? If you want to find displacement from velocity time graph, how to find? You have to find the area of the graph. So area equals to, if you think as length, this one is length and breadth, it is 4 and it is 10. 4 into 10 means 40. So it is 40. So what will be the unit of this area? See, the unit of 4 is second. So unit of 4, you write unit of 4 second into unit of 10 is meter per second. So into meter per second. So second gone. This will be 40 meter. What does it mean? It means that area of velocity time graph represent displacement. So easily we can find displacement from velocity time graph like this way. So you can note down the important thing. Area of VT graph represent displacement. Okay. Next, acceleration time graph. Now suppose a velocity time graph. Next, velocity time graph. One velocity time graph you've seen. Next, another type of velocity time graph. So this is the direction of velocity, and this is time axis. It is the velocity axis, not the direction. Velocity axis, and it is the time axis. Let the graph be straight line, which is passes through origin. It is 0, 5. Let it is 15. One, 2, 3, 4. Here also same. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So if you compare with previous graph what we seen that with increase in time, velocity remains same, 10 meter per second. So the previous graph was for uniform velocity, but here we increase in time, velocity increases. In 1 second its velocity reaches to 3, from 0 to 3, then reaches to 6, 9, 12. Finally, after 5 seconds, its velocity reaches to 15 meter per second. So this graph represents accelerated motion. Which type of acceleration? Uniform acceleration or non-uniform acceleration? Here, the same intervals of time means 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Here, 1 second intervals of time. For each 1 second intervals of time, the increasing velocity is 3 meter per second. So the acceleration is uniform acceleration. Another way we can say v equals to u plus at. Here u means initial velocity is 0. So v equals to at since u is 0. This v equals to at, again this equation follows the equation of motion, which is y equals to mx. Along t means along x direction time, along y direction velocity there. So here slope means m represent the acceleration. So if you find slope from velocity time graph, then you can find the acceleration. Means slope of velocity time graph represent acceleration. So it is the simple way to find acceleration from velocity time graph. So these graphs are very important. So m, let's find the acceleration from this graph. Means our target to find the first two coordinates. One is x1 y1 and next x2 y2. So let's find the acceleration. So x1 comma y1, it is, suppose the 1 second point, 1, 3, x2 y2, last point means 5 and 15, 5 and 15. So slope, slope is acceleration. So slope equals to a equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So y2, see x2 y2, y2 means 15, x2 means 5, y1 means 3, x1 means 1.